Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Nicolette. For those of you who don't know me, I am an IFBB Bikini Pro and coach. I have a truly deep passion for the sport and for fitness in general. I wanted to create this so that I can share my passion, my journey, and really help educate more women and reach more women on the process of how to get to the best version of you. Okay, we're doing a little meal prep before we head to the gym. So I am getting my chicken marinated so that when I get back, it can be just ready to cook and meal prep. So whole big pack of chicken, and this is what I'm using. I did this entire recipe probably like almost a year ago on my Instagram, and it's still one of my favorite chicken recipes, so I use this. And let me know if you want to see the full recipe breakdown again, but we're just gonna get this going, marinate this, pop it in the fridge, and then get ready for the gym. Fresh ingredients for the marinade, put it on the chicken, and then this is just gonna go in the fridge for the time frame I'm at the gym. I'm gonna come back, cook it, bake all of these, and then this amount of chicken will be ready for almost a week. It's about 8 pieces of chicken, which will last me 4 to 5 days depending on the other protein sources I cook. So my biggest tip is to prep your food in bulk instead of making meal by meal. If you have your protein sources and you cook those, cook a good amount for a couple days to have in the fridge and have ready for you to have your meals, or if you're on the go, take your meals with you. But that way your food and protein sources are already there in the fridge and ready for you. Okay, so this is the chili lime chicken. This is what we're working with, and gonna go into marinade. I will show you the finished product when it's done and ready to eat. My meal before the gym is chicken, white rice, and snow peas, and then topping it with Cholula. You're checking if there's anything in the car.
Yeah.
There's not. I keep it clean. Right into the bottle.
That'll
nowhere detectable
funny
in the car. I wanted to chat a little bit about what my training looks like, since it's going to be a little bit different since I'm transitioning from bikini to fit model. My training looks a little bit different. I'm gonna take you through my session. Obviously today we're training glutes, and I am training glutes 2 to 3 times a week. I'm giving my body 2 days rest in between glute days, and then I am barely touching upper body. I'm really not touching much of that, just keeping what I have and not aiming to grow anything for the division, since it's I've been working so hard to build my shoulders, build everything to fit the standard and criteria of what bikini is at on a muscularity level. So at that point, I don't feel like I need to bring up my upper body at all. I think if anything, I will have to bring it down a little bit, but we will have to see when the division comes to fruition and we see the pros on stage and what they're going to be awarding on a muscularity level. So that's going to be what my training is. I'm going to show you some movements and how I am really refining my physique from going from bikini pro into the fit model category.
in this new transition to fit model, describe to me a little bit about how your current training is going to be affected.
So I talked a little bit about how my training is structured and the decrease in volume from my upper body. Now how my glute workouts will look is pretty much the same. I am still trying to build my glutes and prioritize my upper glutes, so filling out there, building a bit more roundness and creating more shape in my overall glutes. I just finished my first working set, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but starting the workout with hip thrust, which is a amazing compound movement for overall glute development, and really prioritizing form here, always in every movement. That's just me and who I am. You'll find that out soon. But form, nut, and feet. If you haven't tried lifting without your shoes, do it. Everything starts with a connection and force through your feet. So, biggest tip there today is connect through your feet. Make sure your form is perfect. I absolutely love training. It's one of the main reasons I got into this sport. I love training hard, and because that obviously Fit Model has a little bit less muscle than bikini, I do not back off on my training. If I'm trying to grow a muscle, glutes, how I talked about previously, I'm gonna train just as intense, going to failure, progressive overload. It's not any less than what I was doing for bikini. These choices are obviously personal to my structure, genetics, and the way bikini has evolved to require that level of muscularity. I went up in these today, and this was pretty heavy for this machine, which is completely isolating glutes. Just has to be the right setup and the right execution with your hinge to not engage your lower back at all and be solely 100% the glutes lifting the load in your body. So this was a really good one. So with a different pose, there's different ways your body is showcased because it's a different pose. So with the leg being straight and an angle, which we'll go into posing, I'll show you all the posing, but the upper glute, you need that roundness to project off of that front leg. Tall enough. like to rest in between legs so that I can give that second working leg the full capacity of the movement, because even as much as I stabilize through this movement and brace onto where I'm holding, that second leg is still working in a slight capacity. You are still stabilizing on that non-working leg. It's loaded with your weight. And also, the movement is fatiguing itself. I'm out of breath. So you wanna be able to really give that second leg your full capacity to perform that same quality lift that you just did, that I just did on my right leg. Gotta give that to the left leg too. So I always rest in between unilaterals. That is a great kickback variation for upper glutes. Doing it crossover, and I love it. Here is the finished product of the chicken we prepped earlier. All done. I'm gonna make my meal and show you what that looks like. Final product. Starving. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching and following along. If there's anything you'd like to see more of or have any recommendations, I'd love to hear from you. You can leave it in the comments, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next one.